Dennis McCoy, and I've come along to celebrate, negotiate, and occasionally pontificate.
My name's Kip Williamson. I'm an MC on the tour, and I came along to have a good time.
G'day, I'm Colin McKay. I'm from the land down under.
I'm Ryan Nyquist, and I'm here to fix my bike and laugh a lot.
My name's Mike Laird. I'm here to do a bunch of Barstool Super News. Hey, what's up? My name's Aaron Cook. I'm one of the MCs out here. Gonna have some fun.
My name's Rob Darden. I'm on the strip to slide every well. My name's Rob Darden. I'm on this trip to have a good time and slide all the rails.
Hi, I'm Bruce Christman, and I'm here to keep these guys in line.
Hi, I'm Dave Mira, and this is the whole tour. Just another hotel on the road.
Let me help you with that.
I'm glad I took the time to innovate all these Barstool variations so Ryan could take it to the bank.
Or actually, what he meant, instead of the bank,
the wealth
just
around.
take it to the next level.
We rolled up to the Encinitas YMCA Park. They kind of let us roll in there for a little while in the session, and we were all getting our bikes out, and I pulled mine out, and I had a flat, and, it was just like, nobody had a pump, and actually, well, Laird had this small little hand pump thing, and, geez, I don't know if anybody's ever tried to pump the tire with that thing, but it stinks.
It's a homemade pump right there.
Wait, bounce we get in there one.
2? I was more tired after doing that than I was after I got done riding.
Dennis was trying to do this really huge Bubica that was like a 3 or 4 foot tall little quarter pipe, and it had to be 9, 10 feet back. And he ended up launching this bike over the rail a few times.
For me, I sized something up right off the bat that I wanted to try, and I got really interested in trying this big Bubica, and then decided, okay, let's go ahead and try it, get out of the way now. It was a complete dismal failure. My bike flew over the top, bent my wheel. This was the first day riding that wheel. I bent another wheel in Texas. I switched this out. So I've ruined a couple of wheels in a short time span, which is a drag because they're a real pain to lace up. See, the way I see it is at least I'm being consistent. If I'm going to throw my bike over the top, let's do it every time.
Get it, Mikey.
I'm going to do it. Sure, he's ready. Your rose right.
There was a 20-stair handrail that Mira right off the bat fired it out like it was nothing.
I'm psyched on that rail. I'm really psyched on that rail. Just because it's a big rail, and I did a first try. I'm psyched. I'm amped.
Wake me up this morning, take me down to the corner, place where we born, and place where we die, and that's when I decide to stay here.
One thing I was stoked on was just this kind of high-speed hang 5 up. You had to go up, speed jump up this little ramp, and then hit this other tranny, and then hang 5 down this little escalator, and then off a drop-off. And then just a little nose wheelie to revert, nose wheelie to 360, things on the little tiny pyramid / tranny box. That was pretty fun. There were so many other things I wanted to try that I just didn't get to.
Dave Mira kept going for this big transfer, It was a pretty weird line trying to land inside the bowl, and the last attempt, he kept getting closer and closer. He actually clipped half his body, the bike, everything, and he's lucky that he didn't get hurt pretty seriously, because he ended up hitting pretty hard, but it shows he knows how to take a hit, so luckily for him, he could shake it off and continue on.
Let's go, we gotta get out of here.
Crazy crash.
Too many cameras
I'm gonna take Right there, Nyquist.
What?
Did it. First trick.
What's that?
Rail.
I can't see. There's too many cameras here. You did the whole rail?
Yep. First trick, first 5 minutes. Stunt time, dude. That's a big rail.
I came out here to ride the dirt jumps at Encinitas Park here, and I ran out here as quick as I could with my bike, and no one followed me over. I don't know why. I just had a session by myself. It's a solo session on the Dave Mirra Super Tour.
My personal favorite line of the whole park was from the RV into the park, and then from the park back to the RV. Fixed my tire, went straight to the park, and then straight back, and it was clean. I mean, one of the cleanest things I did that day.
You're supposed to wait 30 minutes! How about a beefy spicy grip? You'll thank me!
You're gonna be all right.
Step into a Slim Jim!
Eat me! Okay, guys, there's 2 ways to make it to the X Games. This is one.
Dave, what was that other way to make it to the X Games?
Just dial down the center. 1-800-CALLATT.
Every time you use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls, you'll be entered to win a trip or 4 to the 2001 X Games, including behind-the-scenes access. The more you call, the more chances to win.
So, guys, what's it gonna be?
Are you kidding? I'm gonna dial down the center.
Yeah. Use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls today for your chance to win.
With full-time all-wheel drive, the new Subaru WRX stays glued to the road. With a turbocharged 227 horsepower Boxer engine, you'll swear you're flying. That's the beauty of Subaru all-wheel drive.
Honey, is that you?
Yeah, Mom.
You call that a game? Move over, Cupcake.
Get into the game with Pitfall, the Mayan Adventure. Available for Game Boy Advance, now at Target. Whoa, that's tight.
The Dave Mirra BMX Super Tour is brought to you by Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim. And by 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls.
Oh, this is paintball war.
Well, what's crazy about this tour is I never know what's going to happen. I never know when I'm going to take on a challenge or just some fun that I've never, ever, been involved with. It was the wind tunnel and the wakeboarding segment on the first leg in the Slim Jim factory at Randy Macho Man Savage. And then on the second part of the tour, I got to play some paintball, which is something that everybody wants to do.
It fits into the whole theme of all the lifestyle events we've done because we did the fake boarding, we did the fake sky surfing, and now we're playing fake, war.
Say hello to my little friend!
played in that situation with just the obstacles? We played in the woods.
It was a way different course than I'd even imagined. Like, it had all these big old air balloons that you can hide. I thought we were going to be kind of the same thing, like in bushes or whatever, just in groups. We were still in groups, but it was just a weird course with balloons and stuff to hide behind. It was still fun. Like, it was awesome.
I'm long gone. Can you shoot me? Somebody was shooting me from back there.
The gist of it was we all got out in the field and stood and shot at each other, and they are kind of painful. They didn't hurt as bad as they had hyped it up to hurt until the very end when somebody cheap shotted me. I went the whole, 3 games without getting worked that bad, and at the end, somebody either on my own team or maybe Chrisman, because I kind of cheap shotted him on the way out and played it off. I don't know if I didn't think he knew. But somebody fired a few at me there at the end, and that wasn't too pleasant, but I guess it made it an experience that I'll remember that way.
We were all kind of unexperienced, so we were kind of just running around real quick, and guys are just getting nailed. You just run up on someone and just nail them like 5 or 6 times.
So I just get out and sneak back in and start firing on somebody that, from behind, and we just kind of went a little bit crazy on it.
I might go on a suicide mission. Say hello to my little friend!
At Mattress World, our mismatch sale is going on right now. If you don't care about color, you can save hundreds of dollars on top brand mattresses. These are only the best brands like Sealy, Serta, Posturepedic, and Perfect Sleeper. And remember, no one can match our price, quality, selection, or service. It's not too late to sleep like a baby. Mattress World at Hall and Shoals Ferry behind Chevron next to Party Depot, where low overhead means low prices.
Get ready as AT&T Broadband presents Vancouver's 4th of July Fireworks Spectacular at the Historic Reserve. Join News Channel 8's Joe Donlin and Laurel Porter for the largest fireworks display west of the Mississippi. Enjoy the patriotic music simulcast on Z100 and K103. Watch as AT&T Broadband presents Vancouver's 4th of July Fireworks Spectacular. Wednesday, July 4th at 9:30 on News Channel 8, your official station of summer. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Soccer is the world's game. The competition is very fierce in the MLS. Intense, passionate. Soccer Saturdays on ESPN and ESPN2. At that store, I like to bark. The beauty of a great defensive play. The beauty of a great pass. The more you watch the game, the more you learn.
You're not going to give an inch. They're not going to give an inch, so you go out there and you battle.
A Soccer Saturday twin bill. Galaxy Burn at 4 on ESPN. Metro Stars Fire at 8 on ESPN2.
It is just really neat, kids just loved it. They're holding up Brian Nyquist posters or whatever, some Miracle Boy posters, it was exciting to actually walk off a bus and kids actually know your name and have your picture open, ready to sign for you and stuff like that. It was a pretty cool thing.
We showed up in Escondido, and I'd been there twice. I knew the ramp setup was real slick, and I kept trying to tell the riders, like, man, you guys don't understand. The ramps are slick. The decks are metal. The face of the ramps, the transitions are metal. And then they showed up, and they really found out how slick it was.
Can't you see me falling down another day?
There were a few unique things. There are a lot of hips at the Escondido Park, which are pretty cool. And, we did see some pretty good tricks. Mike Prenny and Dave Volker joined in, and they're two guys that frequent the park. Mike actually lives right by the skate park.
Prenny has that place wired. He's one of the locals, so he knows every line in and out. Volker can just basically do what he wants, so it's always amazing to watch him ride.
Of course, Volker, we go way back together, so anytime I get a ride with him, it's cool. He's got flip fake, he's so dialed, like he's better than anybody else. Just hold a perfect flip fakie and then the Abubacar on the railing.
Bruce was just in and out of every little line.
I'm pretty much into doing lines, you know, trying to hit trick after trick or whatever, you know, trying to perfect line stuff, and that's pretty much what I stuck to in that course as well. I really enjoy watching skate videos, actually more than bike videos. There's some of that I love, and that's where I've adapted really my style, I guess, you know, is trying to ride like a skater, if you can understand that. Yeah, that's where lines comes in.
Lair did a Barson Fufanu on the rails. First time he had it, pulled in perfect, but just the metal, you know, it's slippery, so he just slid out of it, but he got it.
I knew the ramp setup was real slick.
So slippery.
So insanely slick.
Ramp's a little slippery. It's not Ryan's fault, really. Maybe a little bit.
Ryan was doing a too-thick barspin, which I see him do daily, like it's nothing, you know, it's just another barspin for him. But just landing at the wrong, like, slightest wrong angle, you're going down, and it just, that's how, you know, you come out of it, just, you don't come out full 90, you're at, you know, like 75. So he just washed out, in and out, so. But he finally got it. I know Dave doesn't really like all that slippery metal stuff, but he was definitely going at it, Fupanus, all kinds of just transfers or whatever, just riding it fast.
That's the wrong way. When you switch, I mean reverse. Switch.
I broke a shoulder, a hand, a foot, and my spleen learning tricks like this. All you gotta break is a sweat.
Introducing Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX Maximum Remix with more locations, more riders, and even more tricks, plus the original game. You still get all of Dave's moves and none of his scars. Rated E for everyone.
I'm running out of body parts.
I can take pain, but I can't take sunscreen that runs into my eyes and stings.
Coppertone Sports Sunscreen, ultra sweat-proof.
I can take on any height. What I can't take is sunscreen that affects my grip.
Coppertone Sports, ultra dry.
I can take on any wave, but I can't take sunscreen that washes right off.
Coppertone Sport, waterproof. So no matter how you take on the sun, there's only one choice. Coppertone Sport, the #1 preferred sports sunscreen.
Was he NASCAR's greatest driver? What made him the Intimidator? Find out all day today when ESPN Classic presents A Day for Dale. A salute to the man in black. 6 of his greatest races. Plus, a special tribute. Dale Earnhardt remembered. Old number 3, this one's for you. A Day for Dale. All day today. Presented by Budweiser, only on ESPN Classic. To get ESPN Classic, call 1-800-CLASSIC today.
Vert turned out to be good. The crowd was great.
We just headed over to the vert ramp. There was definitely some big stuff that went down. Everybody pulled something good, at least 1 or 2 good things on the vert ramp. Pulled a really clean flare and decided to do an Abubaca out of it. That was kind of strange. Abubaca was just really steep, though, and I thought I was going to slam. It was like I rolled down on the back wheel a little ways before I came out of it, but I lived to tell about it.
Laird pulled a flare.
You can do it.
All right, everybody, let's get behind Mike Laird. He's got something in mind here. He's going to go for something. Yeah, Mike. He's been working it on the vert ramp. Pull out the flare. Yeah, Mike got more.
Nyquist pulled his tricks.
Take it to the house.
I tried to flare too and end up getting another flat. I think that's my theme for this trip is flat tires.
Oh, I got a flat. Oh, man.
As soon as they took it to the vert ramp, especially Dave, was just like out for revenge on the skate park.
He did a double bar spin that scared everybody to death, but he pulled it, typical Miro style.
He was blasting the vert ramp as high as he could, and you could tell he was setting up for something big, and he took 2 or 3 runs to see how high he could really get, and then at the very highest air, he threw this corkscrew flare, and, you know, it's just amazing the way that guy rides. He just rides with so much power and strength and confidence, and just go as high as you can on vert and send one of those corkscrew flares. It was unbelievable.
It turned out pretty good. I think that was definitely the highlight of the whole demo was the vert.
You like the demo? What was your favorite part? Rob, tell what the chance for
You know, we get done with the demo, roll over, you know, start sitting down, everybody gathers around, and then, geez, like 4 hours later, it seems like we're done. You know, it's crazy, but it's cool too to know that many people want us to sign their stuff or a piece of paper.
Rob and I went out to please our bodies and our health and our bikes as well. So we find some 180 curbs or whatever. We ended up pulling up to a nice car lot. We found some handrails in front. Rob is so awesome. He ended up doing this. It's 180, the 6 stair, like they're both 6 set stairs or whatever. He ended up doing 180 and then roll back to half cab the other 6 stairs. Just amazing. Like definitely one of the few people that actually nailed those tricks right off, you know, like flawless like he did. I ended up trying like a handrail to 180 rail and the thing was so flimsy actually, like I ended up breaking it almost off. And we saw this kink handrail earlier on in the night. Just imagine, like, if there was no tree there, like, definitely, like, hop on the thing, no problem, you know? But the whole time I was imagining, okay, roll up the handrail, no problem, I got this, no problem. But I couldn't help but think, swords to the throat. Swords to the throat. Every time, you know? Roll up, swords to the throat, swords to the throat. I couldn't help it, okay? It was a very, very dangerous thing. Anyway, after 50 tries or whatever like that, ended up hopping on it, and getting halfway down, throwing my bike, toppling, barely missing the camera guy, you know? It was, that ruined my night right there. I felt like an idiot and ruined my bike and ruined the night overall. I felt that way. There's tomorrow, yeah, but still, I felt bad.
Welcome to Paris, Johnny. My name is not Johnny.
Jet Li, Bridget Fonda. Kiss of the Dragon. Rated R. Friday only in theaters.
You're supposed to wait 30 minutes! How about a beefy, spicy grip?
You'll thank me!
You're gonna be all right.
Step into a Slim Jim!
Eat me!
Par, birdie. Whoa, par. Must be a Golf Magazine subscriber. Call now for your free trial issue and learn how to shave 3, 4, or 5 strokes off your game. Add 20 yards to your tee shots, improve your short game, shoot lower, and play the best golf of your life. Call now for your free trial issue of Golf Magazine. If you like it, get 11 more issues, 12 in all for just $15.94. Plus, get this terrific Golf Magazine gear bag free with your paid subscription. Call the toll-free number on your screen now.
Cruiserweight fight. Champion O'Neal Bell versus Jason Robinson. Tuesday night fights. 9 p.m. Tuesday on ESPN2.
Oh.
We stopped at Haro, and it was kind of cool. They had like a little kind of like buffet Mexican lunch thing kind of set up, and we kind of hung out there and did the tour.
Tony! Hey, what's going on, Dave? How's it going? Doing good. Good. Hanging out, man. We wanna bring the crew here by to see him Haro bikes. Let's go do it. We should definitely not forget to start with the Bob Haro photo.
Yeah,
here.
look at that. That's nostalgia. Anyone discover what year that was in?
Inventor.
82, 81?
We're saying 82. That's the inventor of freestyle, guys. So everybody just kind of say something in your head. Let's have it silent. Okay. Let's go. All right. This is the warehouse. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't even be here right now. Is that crazy? We're gonna go through the warehouse here.
Checked out the bikes. They had some new 2001 bikes we got to ride on and play on, basically. Dave started bringing out some flatland tricks on the 16-inch bike.
Then the real fun began in the warehouse.
Dave and Ryan had the championships of bike laps around Haro Warehouse.
We had raced in New Zealand previously, and he had beat me. You know, I don't know. I'm not gonna, you know, mention anything about that. But we decided to have a rematch in the warehouse on the little 16-inch bikes. I was fast that day. I was snapping out of the gate, pimping in the turns, pulling on straightaways. Couldn't be touched. Couldn't be touched. I was flawless. I couldn't be touched really that day. And I wanted it, and I took it.
Well, Tone, thanks for the tour. We saw everything. We got work. The 16-inch bike race there was got smoked, man. I think I put it in the box of bikes.
Yeah, you did. I think it's broken. I'll peek at another sample. We'll send those
Look at that.
back
I feel
to you.
like I just got done riding a contest.
Hey, it looks like you did. Well, thanks for coming by.
Cool. Yeah.
We'll see you next time.
Cool, thanks.
All right. No sweat.
See you later, Tony.
See you.
Everything go okay?
Yeah, why?
Busted.
PowerShot A10 and A20 digital cameras and card photo printer CP10 from Canon. Are you digital yet?
Is that you?
Yeah, Mom. Oh, oh, oh. Ah.
You call that a game? Move over, Cupcake.
Get into the game with Super Mario Advance. Available for Game Boy Advance, now at Target.
Whoa. That's tight.
I broke a shoulder, a hand, a foot, and my spleen learning tricks like this. All you gotta break is a sweat.
Introducing Dave Mirra Freestyle BMX Maximum Remix with more locations, more riders, and even more tricks, plus the original game. You still get all of Dave's moves and none of his scars. Rated E for everyone.
I'm running out of body parts. Actually, we're splitting up. A lot of guys are going to Mission Valley Skate Park down in San Diego, and then another few of us are going up to wakeboard over on some lagoon here off of the 5. We've broken off our own little faction of the tour, if you will. We're going to live on the road. See, Laird, he's the head gypsy. Hey, Laird! He's the head gypsy. He'll be heading this whole thing up. We've got a vehicle that's rented under somebody else's name. We're just going to go do our own tour. It's a hardcore tour. We do nothing but ride the whole time. We're headed east. San Diego. The Mission Valley, YMCA Mission Valley Park. They got Crafty Box Jump, Pretty Good Spine Mini, various other small obstacles that we're just going to play on today.
We were there at Mission Valley about a month ago, and I seen a wall ride opportunity there. I pictured in my head someone would just go straight through the back of the vert ramp there, because just the way the boards are set up, it just looked weak. It almost looked like particle boards, so I didn't want to eye it up too much just in case I get the feeling of wanting to try it. And went out today, and you know, Mike Laird was asking about anyone who'd done it, and Mike Branny said, you know, hadn't heard of anyone doing it, so you know, Mike was pretty keen to check it out. He took one go at it, and he just aired too high pretty much, like just lofted it instead of pretty much pushing through the lip to get the bounce from the wall, you know, and crashed the first time, but you know, I knew he could do it, so you know, the wall held up fine. He didn't go through it like I pictured.
The wall is you land up on the ribs and ride the ribs, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But that's the only way you can really get in that far.
If I just suck it up better, well, because I floated.
You felt it, yeah. I mean, that's just what I thought.
I floated it and I landed with nothing come back off.
Yeah, I know that feeling. You're like doing an air, man.
Yeah, it was just
you stick everything out hoping you could push off it all. That's awesome. I've been looking at it forever.
So he you know, he went and fixed his bike, got straight back up, fired it out.
That was rad. I know he's not going to leave it at that, though. He hung back wheel, and he made it look easy that time, so. My money says he goes for another one.
That was good to see. You know, Volker said that he'd been eyeing that up since day one, so you know, Laird just pretty much showed up Volker, which if I was Laird, I'd be pretty stoked on doing, you know, because Dave Volker's a big man at the Mission Valley Park.
It was scary going that fast to that wall.
Looks like you had to push that one again, huh?
I'm stoked I did it. I got hung up the first time a little bit. I wanted to try to clear it, and I hung up again, but not as bad. But
were you still floating on the outside of it?
I had to push into it. I had I compressed and I pulled as hard as I could pull, and I still barely hung up.
Wow.
But I'll take it. I'm not complaining one single bit.
No, that's big. That's a lot of deck to cover. Right on, right on.
thought, you know, I might do something good today.
I'm stoked now. Okay, we're here at DC Shoes, coming to check it out and meet everybody and check out the place. How you doing? Good. Coming to the bigwig's office, Ken Block. Let's see what he's doing. Dave Mirra! There he is. What's up, Ken? All right. How you doing? Good, chilling. Thought you guys would be up here sleeping or something.
Trying to figure out how big to make your necklace.
So what's going on? You guys gonna show us around?
Yeah, we're gonna show you around. We want to hear about your tour first. How's it going?
It's sick. I mean, the kids are just amazing. So
We got some new colors
Can we-
in your
can we
shoe,
get some-
and Dave, we gotta go check them out. They look pretty hot.
Are they pretty hot? Are they better than your shoe?
No, they're a copy of my shoe, but they're good.
Good. I figure, you know, let you guys innovate, and I'll just feed off of you guys. That's awesome. So let's go see it. Cool.
I'm Cameron Bren, Media Marketing Assistant for DC Shoes. I'm going to take you on a tour now of the DC facility and show you where everything happens. This is the sewing room.
It was interesting. Got to see how the whole production line is done. Dave Mirra's signature shoes and future signature shoes as well. It is pretty neat, actually.
The tongue, you said, still going to get more beefed up.
Yeah.
And then this right here should be a little thicker, too, right here. Okay?
All right, Dave. So you're liking these, but this if it's black.
I'm liking
maybe a little different highlight.
Yeah.
Let's try and run at these three and then.
Cool. Yeah. Sounds good to me. Colin, just keep it smooth.
Tour 2001. Getting on the bus. I'm on the bus.
This is the end of the DC tour. Behind the scenes from DC Shoes.
That was it. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, cool. Well, you guys, see you later, Colin.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, definitely, Danny.
Thanks for coming. Ride hard, ride fast.
I wish I had more time to spend with you.
I'm gonna go wake for it.
Be well. Have fun on the lake. We'll be here in the warehouse.
I know, right?
Pack boxes for you.
Okay. Yeah.
See you guys later.
It's the most popular show on cable television. Raw is War. This weekly primetime hit is moving to TNN. Raw is War. Ground Zero for the War Zone is now on TNN. Raw is War. Same night, same time, same attitude. New home, TNN.
We've got pop. Brought to you by KUFO's Rock Fest, the only summer show that really rocks.
This is Don, and this is Don's Depot. These are all the engineers and brakemen and conductors who used to be lawyers and accountants and teachers. That is, until they saw Don's commercial on cable TV. Commercials that made Don's Depot a very busy place and gave Don's profits a real kick in the old caboose. Cable advertising. It's easy, it's affordable, it works. AT&T Media Services. Get your ads worth.
This weekend, all-day Saturday, ESPN Classic salutes Dale Earnhardt with a look back at his incredible career. On ESPN, IRL travels into new territory with their first short-track race ever at the Richmond Indy 300. Sunday on ESPN, the USA takes the field versus Mexico in a World Cup qualifier. And later on ESPN, it's Sunday Night Baseball as the Mets look for revenge against Chipper Jones and the Braves. Do you have all the ESPN networks?
We got out there and I just kind of started slow. Like, I know my goal for the day was basically just to jump the wake of the boat. And I took a couple hard slams.
Yeah, the trick is to stay up.
not go down. That's the trick I'm gonna try.
I think Dave took a lot of hard slams, though.
Dave took some hard spills. I saw him hit his face, and then I spilled real hard. I think my jaw's out of socket still from that, but
every once in a while I'd catch over and see him in the air, and then, just landing on his head, on his back, just taking some serious slams, so.
the boats were fast. I've never seen speakers on a boat before out in the water, but yeah, they had really nice boats.
I don't know, I took one run and stayed out there for a little while, just kind of working my way up to jump in the wake.
I'm not ready for that advanced stuff quite yet. I'm going to just take it a little slow, really.
Go straight into it and just jump as far as I can, and ended up cleaning the wake and was super psyched. Like, did it 3 times in a row, and then went for a grab and pulled that. So it was a pretty good day for me, because I ended the day on a good note and got out of the boat, and we went back to the hotel and just chilled. So I was definitely psyched.
I got worked. I seriously am over wakeboarding. You're probably not going to see another show of me wakeboarding. We showed up in Paris, in Lake Paris. We first went to the desert truck kind of track there they had set up. They had a truck we could kind of warm up in, before we get to ride in the actual desert truck. Oh, this is pretty sick. We're just in the warm-up truck right now. Wait till we get into the real one. That was good, but we're going to get into the real one and go a little bit bigger. This is pretty crazy. Dukes of Hazzard right here. Got all worried like, oh man, I just wrecked this truck and I got to give it back at the end of the day and all that, but that was fun for a little while. Then Tess had a TTR 125, and that thing was a blast. I just started messing around and kind of taking a little bit of air at a time, kind of getting used to it, but it was like a little toy motorcycle, so it was fun. The motorcycle was a lot of fun. Then we ended up going over to the shifter carts. Cool. And they gave us a whole lesson on how to drive and what you should do and what you shouldn't do.
What I want you to do is I'd like you greatly to just go out there, put the gun down again, step away from the ledge, and learn how to go through. Main thing is RPM down, get to know your shifting, and love one another. Did I miss anything important?
This hasn't been thought through very much in depth before we hopped out of here. I've been given 0 instruction. How do you start these bad boys?
All booty.
See Mr. Shipley? I was wondering, to even the playing field a little, should I stay in the slower car? Wasn't bad. Even had recovered from a couple of those reverts. I went for the slide to revert to rollback. That was good. Just wanted to make sure I was the first guy to cross that line. In the end, I accomplished my goal.
Hey, what's wrong with you? You don't count lap times? Hey, good.
You see me run? I won that shit!
These things are insane, They're the fastest go-karts I've ever been on, and it was awesome. It was on.
This is it? I win that, and there's no champagne, no flowers. Okay, guys, there's 2 ways to make it to the X Games. This is one.
Dave, what was that other way to make it to the X Games?
Just dial down the center. 1-800-CALLATT.
Every time you use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls, you'll be entered to win a trip for 4 to the 2001 X Games, including behind-the-scenes access. The more you call, the more chances to win.
So, guys, what's it going to be? Are you kidding? I'm going to dial down the Senate.
Yeah. Use 1-800-CALL-ATT for collect calls today for your chance to win.
I can take pain, but I can't take sunscreen that runs into my eyes and stings.
Coppertone Sport Sunscreen, ultra sweat-proof.
I can take on any height. What I can't take is sunscreen that affects my grip.
Coppertone Sport, ultra dry.
I can take on any wave, but I can't take sunscreen that washes right off.
Coppertone Sport, waterproof. So no matter how you take on the sun, there's only one choice. Coppertone Sport, the #1 preferred sports sunscreen.
2-minute drill is back.
Your 2-minute drill begins now.
1984, which quarterback passed for an NFL record 5,084 yards?
Dan Marino.
Have you got the answer? 2-minute drill, hosted by Kenny Mayne, Tuesday at 7 and 7:30 on ESPN.
When Dave and the rest of the Super Tour need to make a collect call, they dial 1-800-CALL-ATT. And you should too.
Paris, California, Dave Mirra, round 2, shows, dirt first, straight second. We're heading down the road right now. Look at the crowd, they're going wild.
Yeah, rolling up to Lake Paris is pretty awesome. The crowd wasn't as big as some of the other crowds in the past, but they were just as amped, and it's really cool. Just no matter how many people are there, you know, it's just rad to see them psyched at what we're doing. Definitely a lot of hardcore fans there.
Oh, it was good. Like, Escondido was slippery, but it was really, really cool. So, but I don't know. I'm going to let you guys handle dirt, I think.
We're at Lake Paris Park, and I'm not sure if that's the official name, but let me tell you something. They got quite a setup out here. Dirt jumps, foam pit, about 3 different street courses, and pretty small crowd, but I think the guys are just going to have a good time sessioning.
Jumps are really fast today, like, got to slow down. I'm going to try and 360 though. On the second set, uh-oh.
From the ground up and round up, to get pound up, wound up, puffed up, tell them all what's up, turn blood, ran them up, open up a can of suck, you must have had a 12-pack, that's why you got held back. From the ground up, from the ground up, from the ground up, from the ground up, from the ground up.
The dirt there is actually really good. They got a lot of pros that ride there all the time, so they're well kept, and they got a rolling for speed and transfer line, so it's pretty much got everything, and the jumps are definitely decent size to pull, you know, all the big tricks over, so it was good. It was a lot of fun.
Rob Darden got the place wired. He was 3-whipping. He was doing some double whips on the last set.
I want to double whip the last one.
Dang, dog. Nice step-up style jump, so you can pretty much do anything you wanted to.
Can you hear that?
Sure, Rob.
What? Double tail, dude. He did double tail. So I stuff like this for him. Hey, I'm gonna try triple trucker. Yeah.
The guys put on a nice little dirt demo. McKay took a really hard crash. It was crazy. No for the can-can. He went to go bring his legs back, hooked the frame. Didn't even bother trying to pitch the bike, just pretty much went down with the shit and took it all on his shoulder.
Just hurts a lot, man. I had to yank up on my handlebars. Just kind of pulled all the muscles, that's what I did. Just started to get real comfortable and just nerf what he can the last set, like, as good as I could. And just kicked my seat when I was coming back on the bike. We were actually talking about this last night because someone said I have long legs, like there's that It's hard for me to do nobody cans, I said. I've only ever hit my seat once or twice in my whole life. And seriously, I hit my seat today. And it's Palmer, I think, coming straight back at me. I saw some dope tricks getting thrown out. Nyquist, you know, what can you say? That guy rules the dirt jumps. He was doing real good, too.
Another thing I did that was pretty cool, I've been doing a little bit, is the nothing no for the can-cans. And it's just a rad feeling trick, because your whole body's off to the side while you're not even touching the bike. So it's a rad feeling, and it's a rad trick, and when you do it good, it's awesome.
Total redemption right there, total redemption.
We're with such an impressive group of riders that, you know, you never know what's going to happen at a demo. You never know when you're going to see a trick for the first time ever. You never know when you're going to see something that's groundbreaking that's going to push the sport one more notch.
We gave it the power of 227 horses. We gave it the control of all-wheel drive. But the spirit of a three-time World Rally champion, that it had to earn. Meet the turbocharged rally-bred Subaru WRX. That's the beauty of Subaru all-wheel drive.
Supposed to wait 30 minutes. How about a beefy spicy grip?
Yo, thank me!
You're gonna be all right.
Never do a Slim Jim.
Ain't me. Was he NASCAR's greatest driver? What made him the Intimidator? Find out on A Day for Dale. All day today, only on ESPN Classic.
The Dave Mirra BMX Super Tour is brought to you by DC Shoes. And by Slim Jim. Need a little excitement? Snap into a beefy, spicy Slim Jim.
Course Rule is a really, really big course. It's such a great variety. All the ramps are very well built. They just had a contest there. I know the guys are really stoked. In fact, could very well be the best park that we end up going to.
A lot of the stuff they have there. I love sub railings, and this is the first time I had a chance to ride a double coping one. So I was pretty psyched about doing the Kufanut ice pick transfer over on the nose wheelie to fakie on it. I still want to build one that's like 24 feet wide so you could ride it just like a spine ramp, but it'd be a double coping sub. It just became a big, riding session.
with smaller cars sometimes it feels like you can just go out there and float around and get warmed up, and that's usually when, you know, you're having fun and then you want to do the bigger stuff. So it was kind of cool in a way because the people that did cheer were there because they rode bikes and they respected it. Bruce was trying to line pretty much until the crowd was gone out of the whole demo. He was jumping off the 6-foot hip, manualing the 8-foot quarter, then kind of going around the corner where we were all sitting waiting to jump the box jump, and then there was a handrail going down the drop-in ledge. So basically he was doing a huge manual around the corner and then trying to grind the rail. And I know he tried it a bunch of times. Most of them were just kind of run-ups and stops because to hop on a rail from the manual is pretty difficult. And I think he was like, you know, got on there a couple times, fell over, and then finally pulled it, like, after pretty much the whole crowd was gone, which was cool.
The biggest trick of the demo was definitely Dave Fufunu and that back rail. I asked him afterwards if he looked what was on the back side, and he's like, no, I didn't look back there. I sized it up earlier that day because I was thinking about trying an Abubaca on it, and there was like maybe a 5 or 6 foot tall chain link fence. There's a 14-foot drop to the ground, and about 5 or 6 feet above the ground was the top of a chain link fence that had just, I mean, you'd have just got, you know, torn to pieces had you fallen off the back of that.
I'm going to try to Fufunu the Slim Jim banner.
One of the tricks you just got to commit to, but the person that really does commit to it, I mean, deserves all the glory on that one.
It actually worked out really well, and I think everybody did something big that they were proud of at that demo.
Hey, my lady, in the dead of night, on 4 wheels of rolling dynamite, running red hot on a midnight curve. Catch me now if you got the nerve. Help me, I ride. Angel by my side, blow devil wind, 'cause I won't be back again. No, I won't be back again. Fireball flames in the X-ray heat, 99 down a dead-end street. Tattooed knuckles almost fell his fate. One said love and the other hate. Harold as I ride, angel by my side, blow devil wind, 'cause I won't be back again. No, I won't be back again.
It was definitely a good demo. A lot of great people there, and I think that was one of the biggest ones in California.
Well, this has been a pretty enjoyable tour. I'm really looking forward to the rest of it, though. I love San Francisco. Next to New York City, that's my favorite place to street ride. And I think most of us plan to ride all night, so that's going to be a good time. We'll go up and mooch some free food at Brian's house, which means we get a pocket more of the per diem, which means people are going to have more money for me to win from them at 7-card stud. So it's shaping up to be a good next few days.